Good morning, section Ilang-Ilang. I am Teacher Camille and today we are going to learn new exciting topics. So before we start our class, let's have a prayer first. So let's bow our heads and feel the presence of God. Now that we are done praying, let's have a quick attendance first. Now when I call your name, you'll say present, okay? Nelsie, Rika, Kim, Alma. Okay, very good. Seems that everyone in the class is present. So now, before we start our class, let's have a quick reminder about our classroom rules. So familiar na kayo dito, students, dahil araw-araw sinasabi ni teacher ang ating classroom rules. First, be respectful. Respetuhin si teacher as well as si classmates. Very good. Number 2, listen to your teacher. Nasa akin ang mata at ang tenga. Very good. Number 3, raise your hands when you want to answer or you want to say something. So, anong gagawin kapag may gustong sabihin? Itaas ang kamay. Very good. And lastly, keep our classroom tidy. So, yung mga dumi sa ilalim ng table and desk nyo, pakiligpit na yan bago tayo mag-start ng klase. So, to start our day, I want to ask a question. So, may tanong si teacher. Makinig, ha? So, do you experience being grounded just by touching an outlet with the wet hands? Okay, I'll repeat ha. Makinig. Do you experience being grounded just by touching an outlet with your wet hands? Sino naka-experience na ng ganon? Yung parang nag-ground ka kapag hinawakan mo yung isang switch gamit yung basang kamay. Sino dito? Yes, na-experience na ni Alma, ni Kim, and ano yung na-feel nyo kapag hahawak nyo dun sa switch na yon? Okay, parang nagkaroon ng electrical shock, nanginig, di ba? Sa tingin nyo, students, ang tanong ni teacher, bakit kaya natin nafe-feel yung being grounded or yung electrical shock na yon kapag hinawakan natin yung outlet? Ano kaya yung reason doon? Anyone? Yes, Rika? Okay, possible na yung outlet, yung reason. Kasi syempre, nandun yung electricity, right? Very good. Nice answer. Another one. Kim? Okay, very good na tumpak mo. It is because of our wet hands. Because our wet hands contains, of course, basically, yung water. And water is a good conductor of electricity. Take note of that, students, ha? The term conductor. Later on, teacher will explain ano ba yung reason or ano ba yung meaning ng conductor na yan. Bakit kaya tayo nag-ground? Kapag hinawakan natin yung outlet gamit yung basang kamay, and bakit naging good conductor ng electricity ang water. Later on, teacher will discuss it. Now for our second observation, I want you all to observe these two pictures. Ano ba yung napapansin niyo sa first picture and second picture? Okay, bibigyan kayo ng konting time ni teacher para pansinin lahat ng pwede niyong mapansin dyan. Okay, time's up! Ngayon, syempre, hindi lang basta mag-o-observe. May tanong si teacher. Kaya sabi ko, di ba, observe nyo lahat ng ma-observe nyo. So, the first one, what can you say about the pictures? Anyone? Okay? Very good. Sa first picture, merong lalaki doon na parang naiinitan dahil doon sa araw. How about sa second picture? Ano yung napapansin nyo? Ano yung meron doon? Okay, very good. Meron tayong bumbilya as well as sa battery. Very good. Good observation, students. Number 2, do we encounter or use these pictures in real life? Na-experience nyo na ba yung mga ganon or nagamit? Sa tingin nyo, how about the first one? Yung lalaki na naiinita, na-experience nyo na ba? Okay, yes, na-experience na natin lahat yon. Kapag labas nga lang ng bahay natin, di ba? Tapos, tirik na tirik yung araw. Na-experience na agad natin na parang naiinitan. Ano yung nabibigyan nyo na? Naiiritan. Na parang gusto nyo uminom ng tubig sa sobrang init. How about sa number 2? Nagamit nyo na ba ang bumbilya at ang baterya? Okay, nagamit na, syempre. So, saan natin nakikita yung mga bumbilya na yan sa bahay natin? Okay, very good. Sa kisame. So, ang bumbilya ang nagbibigay liwanag sa buong bahay. Very good, students. Good observation. For the last one, of course, hindi papayag si teacher na hindi kayo mag-imagine. Kailangan paganahin natin yan. So here, observe. Imagine your mother is cooking a breakfast for you, then you saw the steel pan that she was using. It was on a stove with high heat beneath the pan. Okay. Imagine daw na pinagluluto kayo ni mama ng breakfast, ng itlog dyan. Based sa picture tingnan nyo. May itlog dun sa steel pan. And then yung steel pan na yun, nasa ilalim, meron siyang heat. Kasi nandun siya sa stove. Ngayon, may tanong si teacher. So the first question, why is the handle not hot to touch even if there is fire beneath the steel pan? Sa tingin nyo, bakit kaya yung hawakan, hindi siya mainit? Pero yung steel pan, yung mismong nasa taas ng heat, mainit siya. Sa tingin nyo, bakit kaya? Okay, Rika? Okay, very good. Possible na hindi inaabot ng init yung hawakan. Ano pa? Very good. Ano pa? Wala na? Okay, teacher will answer. So the answer to the question is that it is because of the handle that is made up of material which is rubber that doesn't allow heat to pass through it. So kanina, yung water, inaalaw niya yung electricity. Ngayon, yung rubber naman, hindi niya inaalaw yung heat. Ang pinagkaiba nun, ang electricity and heat. And this time, yung rubber, yung material na hindi nag-aalaw sa heat na makapass through it. Very good. Now, for our second question. Why does the steel pan heats up instantly after putting fire beneath it? Kung kanina, bakit yung handle hindi umiinit? Ngayon naman, bakit kaya umiinit ang steel pan kapag merong apoy sa ilalim niya? Sa tingin nyo, what's the answer? Wala rin? Wala? Gusto talaga si teacher ang sumagot? Now, to answer our question, here it is because of the pan is made out of steel that is a material that allows heat to pass through it. Now, kung kanina ang rubber hindi niya inaalaw ang heat na makapas sa kanya, ngayon, ang steel ay inaalaw niya naman ang heat na makapass through it. Now, sa tingin nyo students, ano kaya yung magiging lesson natin or topic natin for today based dun sa mga observations natin from 1, 2, 3 until now? Ano kaya ang topic natin for today? Anyone? Heat? Electricity? Very good. Part yan ng topic natin for today. Because our topic for today is about conductors of heat and electricity. So to start our lesson, let's first define what is heat. Ano ba talaga ang heat? So here, heat is a form of energy which produces a sensation of warmth and flows when there is a temperature differences between two bodies. So based sa experience or sa definition natin, sabi na ang heat, ito daw yung pag-transfer ng isang heat to another body. Gaya ng observation natin kanina, students, diba, naalala nyo ba? Yung picture ng isang lalaki na naiinitan at may araw sa taas niya. That is because of the heat na pinoproduce ng sun. Ngayon, yung body natin may lower temperature. Ngayon, yung heat from the sun, nagta-transfer siya sa ating body, kaya nakakaramdam tayo ng parang pagkainit, di ba? Yun yung na-experience natin whenever we are outside and standing in the direct sun. Very good. Now, second, electricity. It is the flow of electrical power of charge. So, electricity is a movement of charge, and charge carriers are called electrons. So, ang electricity, ito yung madalas na meron tayo. Actually, lahat meron tayo sa mga bahay natin, sa mga ibang lugar, sa mga bahay-bahay ng mga classmate natin. Of course, sa bahay ko rin meron. May electricity tayo na na-experience. Okay, now let's proceed to the conductor. So, kanina, di ba, sabi ni teacher, take note of the word conductors. Kasi now, i-explain na ni teacher, ano ba yung definition ng conductor na yan? So conductors are materials that allows heat and electricity to pass through it. So ano yung example kanina ng conductor sa electricity? Okay, very good. Yung water. How about sa heat? Ano ang good conductor ng heat kanina sa example? Okay, very good. It is the steel. Very good. So, regardless kung heat man yan or electricity, kapag na inaalaw niyan na makapas or maramdaman ng another item or object or even us, it is called conductors. Remember, students, conductors allow heat and electricity to pass through it. Very good. Siyempre, kung may inaalaw, siyempre meron ding hindi inaalaw yung electricity and heat na mag-pass through it. Yun ay ang tawag na insulators. Okay, tandaan students, insulators. Ito yung mga materials that doesn't allow heat and electricity to pass through it. So, tingin nyo, ano yung good example nun earlier sa mga observations natin? Okay, very good. It's the rubber. Yung rubber na yon, hindi niya inaalaw yung heat na makapunta sa kanya. Kaya hindi tayo napapaso kapag hinahawakan natin yung handle. Very good. So after discussing what conductors, insulators, heat, and electricity are, I want you all to watch this song. So later on, merong guide questions after ng song. So take note sa mga pwede nyong i-take note sa song na to, ha? Okay? Let us start.
When I was kind of little, my uncle said to me, I think I'll teach you all about electricity. Conductors are the things that let electric pass. Conductors, its voltage and its current move through them very fast. So never touch conductors. Conductors, he said, don't go touch conductors. Conductors can carry electricity. Conductors, he said, don't go touch conductors. Touching conductors can shock you easily.
Shocking!
So don't mess with electricity.
Always be careful around electricity.
Then my uncle told me, safety is the key.
Safety.
When you work with amps and volts of electricity, insulators protect us. They won't let current through. Insulators protect us. That's something they can do.
Protect.
Insulators impede electrons flow. Insulators can stop a shock, Insulators impede electrons flow. Insulators can stop a shock. This is what my uncle told me. Conductors are materials that let electricity pass through them. Many of the best conductors are metals. That's why our electric wires are often made from the metal copper. Other materials can conduct electricity too. Liquids such as water and acid can be good conductors of electricity, so always be especially careful with electricity around liquids, such as when you're in the bathtub. Insulators are materials that help stop the flow of electricity. Some materials that are insulators are rubber, glass, wood, and plastic. But remember, no material is a perfect insulator, and if there's enough voltage, electricity can travel through insulators, so always use caution when handling anything electric. Conductors, he said, don't go touch conductors. Conductors can carry electricity. Conductors, he said, don't go touch conductors. Touching conductors can shock you easily.
Shocking!
Insulators impede electrons flow. Insulators can stop a shock, Insulators impede electrons flow. Insulators can stop a shock.
So, nag-enjoy ba kayo sa napanood yung song? Okay, very good. Now that we are done watching the song, syempre may prepare si teacher na question. Hindi lang tayo basta manonood and mag-observe. May question lagi yan. Number 1. based on the song that you've heard, what is conductor? So, syempre, di ba, dun sa song, dinefine yan. Ano ba ang conductor? Anyone? Okay, very good. Conductors are the materials that allows electricity to pass through it. Next, what are the examples of conductors? May mga binigay na examples sa song, di ba? Ano yon? Okay, very good. Yung sa wire natin, yun yung good example ng conductor. Siyempre, kapag nagtatransfer tayo ng electricity to one another, kailangan natin ng wire. So, yung wire na yun is made out of copper metal, which is a good conductor of electricity. Very good. How about kanina? Sa tingin nyo, dun sa observation natin, dun sa pinakauna, ano ba yung good conductor dun? Dun sa paghawak natin ng outlet. Okay, very good. Yung water, yung good conductor of electricity. Kaya tayo na ground. Very good. Number 3, ayan na nga, sabi na nga, why do we need to be careful around conductors? Basing na lang dun sa pinakauna na activity or yung una nating observation, bakit kailangan nating mag-ingat sa mga conductors na yon? Okay, very good. Since it helps us to transfer one electricity to another, syempre, it can cause us danger. Kagaya nga kanina sa unang activity natin, di ba? Yung hinawakan natin yung buhay na wire or outlet, gamit ang basang kamay because the wet hands or yung water na nasa kamay natin is a good conductor of electricity. It results for us to feel the ground na na-feel natin earlier. So, next, what is the job of insulator? So, yan. May job din pala ang mga insulator. Ano ba yon? Based sa song. Okay, very good. It helps us to be out of danger when we are encountering a conductor. Ano ba yung example nun kanina? Ayun, sabi dito sa number 5. What are the examples of insulators? Okay, very good. Halimbawa na lang sa wire kanina, di ba? Since ang wire is made out of copper metal, ano naman yung nagko-cover dun sa wire na yon para hindi tayo makaramdam ng ground whenever we touch the wire? Yes, very good. It's the rubber. The rubber na nakarap doon sa mismong copper metal. Very good. Good observation, students. Now, give yourselves a clap. Very good. Okay, now we have a group activity. So, this group activity is entitled as What Am I? So, sino dito mahilig sa mga puzzle? Okay, marami-rami. So, ngayon, maggagawa kayo ng mga puzzle piece or rather, magbubuo kayo ng mga puzzle pieces. So, the instructions here is each group will be given a puzzle pieces where they will need to complete. After that, they will need to identify if the material in the pictures is an insulator or conductor. So, ibig sabihin, yung puzzle pieces na ibibigay ko sa bawat group is material. And yung material na yun, kailangan yung i-identify if that is an insulator or a conductor. So, ready na ba kayo? Taas ang kamay ng ready na. Okay, lahat ready na. Ngayon, every group will be given time para masagutan or ma-complete nila yung mga puzzle piece nila. So, pero yung unang group na matatapos, syempre, may additional points. So, let us start our activity. So, now, very good class. Tapos na ang ating group activity. Now, for our first group, ito ang nabuo nilang puzzle pieces. So, the first group, it is the copper. Now, copper is a good conductor of electricity. Very good. Gaya na ng nasa song natin earlier, di ba? Yung nasa wire natin is copper. So, isa siya talagang good conductor of electricity. For our next group, of course, syempre hindi magpapatalo yung second group. Nabuo din nila yung puzzle piece na binigay ko. And it is the rubber. Anong klaseng rubber to? Okay, very good. Gulong. Nakikita natin siya sa mga sasakyan. Now, rubber is a insulator. Very good, students. Now, give yourselves a round of applause. Very good job for everyone. Now, to proceed to another activity, Take note, it is an individual activity. So, hindi ito groupings, hindi tulungan. Sari-sariling sagot to. Now, get your notebook and I will read the instructions first. Instructions. Write true if the statement is correct and write false if the statement is incorrect. Naintindihan ba? Lahat naman naiintindihan ng instructions. Okay, very good. So, the first one, babasahin ni teacher kada isa, then while reading it, of course, kailangan intindihin nyo na rin. Then, you'll answer it. So, the first one, conductors are materials that allows heat and electricity to pass through it. Is it a true or is it a false? Number 2, rubber is a good example of conductors. Is it true or is it false? Number 3, insulators are the materials that allows heat to pass through it but not electricity. Is it true or is it false? Number 4, we need to be careful when using a conductor. Is it true or is it false? And lastly, number 5, it's not important to learn conductors and insulators because we don't need it in our daily lives. Is it true or is it false? So take your time, students. I will give you 5 minutes to answer the questions. Okay? Timer starts now. Okay, now, lahat ba tapos na? Taas ang kamay nang tapos na. Okay, lahat tapos na. Now, exchange papers or exchange notebooks with your seatmate. Okay, number 1. Conductors are materials that allow heat and electricity to pass through it. Is it a true or false? It's true. Very good. Number 2. Rubber is a good example of conductors. True or false? False. Very good because rubber is a insulator. Very good. Number 3. Insulators are the materials that allows heat to pass through it but not electricity. Is it a true or is it a false? False. Very good because insulators, regarding or regardless if it's heat or electricity, insulators doesn't allow it to pass through. Number 4, we need to be careful when using a conductor. Is it a true or is it a false? True. Very good. Kailangan natin mag-ingat when using a conductor. Number 5, it's not important to learn conductors and insulators because we don't need it in our daily lives. Sa tingin nyo ba, is it a true or is it a false? False. Very good. Siyempre, pag-aaralan ba natin yan kung hindi importante? Importante po na pag-aralan natin ang conductors of heat and electricity. Now, sinong nakakuha ng 5? Sinong nakakuha ng 4? 3, 2, okay, very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, for your assignment. Ngayon, pakikopya to sa inyong mga notebook, okay? So, ang instructions here, take a look around your house and pick what can be a real-life examples of conductors and insulators. So take note of it and explain why. If it's possible, you can bring it in school for presentation. So, ayun nga po, based sa instruction na binigay ni teacher, kailangan yung mag-isip. Tumingin kayo sa loob ng bahay nyo, ano ba yung good example dito ng conductors of heat and electricity? Ngayon, magbibigay kayo niyan and isusulat nyo sa inyong notebook. Of course, don't forget to explain bakit. And if possible, kung kaya lang naman, and kung meron man, ay madala nyo for our next class for presentations of examples. Very good. So, lahat ba naintindihan ang ating lesson for today? Any violent reaction? Meron? Wala? So, naintindihan ng lahat ang ating topic for today, which is conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, very good. So, nag-enjoy ba kayo sa ating klase? Okay, kasi ako rin nag-enjoy sa ating klase for today. So, let's meet again next session or next class and don't forget to bring your assignments. So, have a good day, students, and thank you for listening for today's class. Bye!